And now to talk about the bills driving traffic this week, I'm joined now by Bradley Phillips of LobbyUp. And you guys, certainly a lot of bills filed in the last few days, but the top 5 that we're going to be talking about today, starting with education. Why is that always so high on your list?
Education is always the highest on our list. The teachers seem to be the most active. And so we've got Senate Bill 76 by Senator Bart Hester that expands classroom sizes under certain circumstances. And then, of course, just the teacher retirement bill by Representative Gossage. That's always viewed every session. That's one of the biggest.
Absolutely. Well, it's an issue that the teachers and the unions have really been paying attention to.
Absolutely. Of course, the next on our list has been the Martin Luther King Robert E. Lee Day bill by Representative Nate Bell that we've spoken about, but
and I was in that committee when they ran that bill this past week, and just to see the number of folks who actually came to the Capitol from all over our state to have their voices heard, it's no surprise that's hitting your top 5.
Yeah, they closed that meeting off, and I unfortunately was not able to go into that meeting.
Too many people.
Right. The next 2 bills were the health care bills that we saw. One by Senator Hendren, the other by Senator Linda Collins Smith. Senator Hendren's just got out of the Senate, and Senator Collins Smith's failed
in the Senate. Yeah, and one of the things about those 2 bills, they were competing bills in the same chamber. Certainly a lot of folks watching the progression of those. How do you guys keep track of which bills are the most popular? And I know LobbyUp as well tracks the bills through the progress, those that fail in the committee and those that move on.
We simply aggregate them from all of our hits. We've got our app, we've got our public pages. So if you go to LobbyUp.com/SB6, you'll be looking at Senate Bill 6. We've got our users, we've got our portals that we have in a couple of newspapers. So from all of that, we aggregate those hits, and that's how we can tell.
That's how you can rank order them.
That's how we can order them.
No, there's a couple more bills on this. So we've talked about the education bills that have been very popular. Of course, the private option bills, the competing bills, and tell me another one causing a lot of controversy, maybe not moving as quickly as some of the other bills that we're talking about.
Well, that would be House Bill 1079, which has been known as the drone bill, by Representative Justin Harris. And I sat down with Representative Harris the other day, and he realized that the bill just simply went too far. It basically made it illegal if you flew a drone over a nature reserve and happened to catch a photo of someone's house.
Yes.
So what he wants to do is basically make it illegal to create media with a drone that's illegal.
Which some would argue is voyeurism, already protected under the voyeurism law. And I know that Representative Harris had said that he is asking the Attorney General to weigh in on this exact issue to find out whether or not the bill is even necessary because of voyeurism.
He said to look for amendment in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, interesting. All right, we got one more?
Yeah, one more, and I've kind of got to give a disclosure. I am an avid fan of vaping, as I've been cigarette-free for 2 years. And
congratulations.
A friend of mine owns a vape shop and gave me $1 to register as his lobbyist for this. So in full disclosure, House Bill 1156, it's known as the Ecig Tax by Representative Charles Blake, and it's simply a 7.5 per milliliter, 7.5% per milliliter tax on e-cig juice. But what's created a lot of the stir is that doesn't take into account the cartridges that you see in the refills in the gas stations, only the juice that...
Only the juice that
And the taxes, it's interesting how he's broken that down. 25% goes to the Child Care and Early Childhood Education Fund, 25% to Aging and Adult Services, 25% to the Department of Veteran Affairs, and 25% to General Revenue.
And you're seeing a lot of these vape shops pop up as this is becoming increasingly popular. I know I was speaking not very long ago with a store that's completely sold out of them with the New Year's resolution time.
It's created between 250 and 300 jobs in the state in the past 2 years.
It will be interesting to see how these bills go on forward. So thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
Bradley Phillips is joining us every week to keep a pulse on what is popular as far as bills being filed at the Capitol. We're going to send it back to you, Roby.
All right, thanks Janelle, and thanks Bradley. Now be sure and check out LobbyUp.com to access those bills.